In my last video blog, I talked about an important principle that I've learned as a parent and an educator. And that lesson is, it is not your job to protect your child from pain. Now, this is an abstract principle, and it's a complex topic, and I wanted today to break it down a little bit and explain further what I mean by that. So, one aspect of what I'm talking about here is that when your child or your student feels bad, what you want to do is to avoid the instinctual drive or tendency to say, this child feels bad, some injustice must have been done to him. This child feels bad, someone must have wronged him and I need to protect him from that wrong. Okay, so often that's not the case at all. When your child feels bad, and even if he feels an injustice has been done to him, he's not always right about that. And that's an important thing for us to remember, that your child's feelings are not always right. Now, I don't mean by that he's wrong to have them. They are an expression of what he is thinking about some issue. And I always try to make clear, a child is not wrong for having a certain feeling, but the feeling does not always refer to the facts of reality. Someone commented on my last blog, what's important is that the child stick to the facts. So, when a child feels bad, rather than jumping to the conclusion that someone must have wronged him and rushing to his defense and trying to rectify the wrong, what we need to do is look carefully at the facts. Why does he feel bad? Has some injustice been done to him? Or is he suffering something internal? Does this have to do with some insecurity, some self-doubt? We need to help him to look at the situation and see, even if it's someone has hurt him from outside, was it an injustice? Was it an oversight? Was it misinterpreted? We need to look carefully at the facts. And so if we teach the child to look carefully at the facts, to look inside himself and identify when his bad feelings come from within, to look outside at the facts of the situation and see whether some injustice has in fact been done to him, or whether this is a situation that can be understood and rectified on his own. These are really important and powerful tools for the child to possess to handle these situations on his own. I want to give one quick example. A few years ago, I had a child who, out on the sports court, was feeling like he was being picked on, teased, ridiculed, and went home and complained to his mom about it. Now, again, she could have indulged an immediate desire to go and complain to the administration and to talk to the playground supervisors and to make sure these kids were punished. But instead, she took the time to discuss with the school's administration and to discuss with the child what's really going on here. When you say you're being teased and harassed and picked on, what's actually happening? And what was happening turned out to be just the normal course of a game and nothing excessive or inappropriate at all. So then the question is, why did the child feel this way? Well, after a lengthy discussion, what she discovered is he was feeling sensitive. He had some social insecurity of his own that made him expect people to tease him on the playground, made him have the expectation that he was going to be ridiculed or rejected. And what she needed to do was to help him deal with that feeling in himself. And that's the only thing that's going to empower him to handle these situations in the future. So, again, it is really important when a child feels bad to stick to the facts, to help him to analyze the facts, and not always to jump to the conclusion that an injustice has been done and try to rectify it.